This is John Philip Sousa IV, and I'm here on the Mexican border filming commercials on behalf of Americans for Sheriff Joe. I'm at the border between Mexico and Arizona to demonstrate how easy it is for illegals to cross from Mexico into Arizona. Barack Obama thinks that this fence is the way to enforce immigration laws in the United States. It's a farce. Sheriff Joe Arpaio has one of the best reputations in the country for enforcing immigration laws. Attorney General Eric Holder is suing Sheriff Joe. Does that make sense to you? Re-elect Sheriff Joe, Sheriff of Maricopa County.
I'm Alan Brandstater, Executive Director of Americans for Sheriff Joe, a national independent committee dedicated to helping re-elect Sheriff Joe Arpaio in Maricopa County, in the heart of Arizona, which includes the city of Phoenix. Chairman and spokesperson for these commercials is John Philip Sousa IV, the great-grandson of the beloved composer of our favorite national marches. John and all of us find our nation's border with Mexico is so wide open that illegal immigration threatens American life in many, many ways. Our recent filming along the 372-mile Arizona-Mexico border shocked us as we saw how futile and fraudulent this supposed border protection really is. We could scarcely believe it.
There are many fences around the world, most built to keep people in. This is the fence that Barack Obama would lead you to believe keeps illegal aliens out. That's not the case, as you can clearly see.
Our most frustrating discovery was a brief section of the border fence that could be quite effective. But in the middle of the hundreds of miles of open fence, it's just a token effort, 5 miles for show.
The rest of it was stuff I could walk over, and I'm a 65-year-old guy. I'm on the Arizona-Mexico border, and behind me is the 5-mile piece of fence that President Obama would have you believe protects all of the Arizona border from illegal aliens. When in actual fact, this is the fence that does nothing to protect Arizonans from illegal aliens. Sheriff Joe Arpaio has an incredible arrest record of illegal aliens. We need to re-elect Sheriff Joe.
On television and the internet, we need to stress Sheriff Joe's record of arresting illegal aliens in Arizona. We need to increase broadcast time soon, but paying for airtime costs even more than producing commercials themselves. Here are some highlights that need funding for airtime and final editing.
On Election Day, the voters of Maricopa County are going to have a clear choice as to who runs their sheriff department. Sheriff Joe Arpaio has done a great job protecting all of the families of Maricopa County and stringently enforcing the U.S. immigration laws. Or they can have Eric Holder running their sheriff's department, the man who brought you Fast and Furious. I think the choice is very simple. Sheriff Joe Arpaio needs to be reelected.
On the streets of Phoenix, we found there is vicious resistance to Sheriff Joe and his policy of arresting dangerous illegal aliens. And we shot this 6 months before the upcoming final election. We also met Jim Jacobson, a voter in Maricopa County who understands what all of us should know, whether living there or anywhere in the U.S. Illegal immigration places multiple burdens on our country.
I've been a resident of Maricopa County for 12 years. During that time, Sheriff Joe has done a great job. I support Sheriff Joe for re-election because he enforces the immigration laws that the federal government refuses to do.
The situation is dreadful. I just came back from the border. There's no real protection. Anybody can come and go. I climbed over that fence with almost no effort.
Our families are safer because Sheriff Joe is sheriff. That's why I support Sheriff Joe for re-election.
The far left is the gang of thugs that's trying to get rid of Sheriff Joe.
As shooting concluded, John could barely contain himself.
As a taxpayer, are you as appalled as I am that the government is wasting our money by suing Sheriff Joe Arpaio? It's an outrage that they're taking our hard-earned tax dollars and throwing them away, going after a guy that does nothing but enforce the laws of the United States. We need more Sheriff Joes in this country, but we certainly need to keep the Sheriff Joe we have in Maricopa County. Re-elect Sheriff Joe.
Producing these and more commercials and airing them needs further funding from those of you who realize how serious this is.
This is only possible because of your very generous support for Sheriff Joe Arpaio. He and we thank you very much.